Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. I am solo currently, but I do know that friends. Oh, hold on. Just like friends would be joining. Hello, good morning. How's it going?
How are you? It's going. Just back from a walk with Daisy.
Oh, nice.
And Kyle.
You got some nice weather where you are?
It's kind of humid and rainy right now.
Well, at least you were able to get outside, you know?
True.
Did you read any more of this book yesterday, or where's your starting
point? Did not. I think I'm at chapter 22.
Okay. I don't know. I stopped reading the physical book and I'm just doing the audio currently, but I'm 72% in. So
okay. I might be like 50% because you said there's like 47 chapters.
Yeah, something like that. But man, I gotta tell you, there is just so many bad things that happen to animals in this book.
Yeah, I was like, dang, Abby, you're going kind of ham on this.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, like, I get the side of where this story is trying to take that, if that makes sense. But I wasn't ready for it to be quite so, like, back to back to back. So that's been really, and then also, I don't think you've gotten to this part yet, but man, this man's parents just...
Oh, yeah. The last thing I heard about was Winnie and the puppies.
No, there's more. They're just, if you've ever dealt with parents that are just not the best, just interacting with them, just having them pop up in this book, you're just like, yep, I hate them. But I will say Xavier honestly hands down wins in this book. Like, it's kind of funny. There's a part of me that's like, maybe he comes on too strong, but then there's also this part of me that's like, he's definitely like the definition of a, like, if he wanted to, he would. Like, he is the one who I feel like is doing a lot of the work in this relationship. And I get it. Samantha's got a lot going on in her life, but I do feel like he has like a lot of the pressure to like make the relationship work, if that makes sense. But those are just my starting thoughts. I actually am disappointed in myself. I was going to change my name. I might still later before we join Breeze, just to surprise her and just see how many I can do before she's like, wait a minute, what's going on? Nobody tell her, okay? But what did you get up to? Anything fun last night?
What did I do? I did my taxes.
Oh, that's not fun at all. That's the opposite. I mean, it's good they're going to be done.
I sat down to like edit a video. There's like a sneak peek. You probably can see it on my community tab, but there's a sneak peek for members of what the video is going to be. And then I sat down and edited. I was like, you know, I'm actually kind of upset with this because I filmed it during a week that was really, really hard, like with my old job. So I was like, I don't feel like, I know I didn't talk about my job in there, but I was like, I don't feel like reliving this. So I just kind of scrapped it. It was 2 hours of footage as well. And I was like, I do still want to do the idea, but I'll just refilm it and during a better week. So I was like, you know what? I'll do something else that I also don't want to do, which is my taxes. And I knocked them out pretty quickly, which was great.
Well, I'm happy they're done because honestly, taxes are so stressful and they don't even need to be, but unfortunately they are. So glad that's done. But hopefully you can do something more exciting today than taxes. That's my hope for you.
Yes. I think I'm going to be finishing this book, Say You'll Remember Me. And then I am also reading a buddy read with Alicia called Riordan's Revenge. I don't know how to say the name.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes.
And I like this one. It's a trilogy. So I like this one. It's like contemporary dark romance, but suspense. There's like a mystery going on, like who murdered somebody in this book. But this one, I like the smut the best out of it.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's fun.
Yes,
all All right, we're going to hop into some comments. So we will be here for 4 hours on my channel before we transition to Bree's channel. So I'm going to try and keep Chatty Bits to right around 15 minutes and have us do 45 minutes sprints. Who knows where it's going to go? You know what I mean? But that's what we're going to try. But Alyssa was here first. Hello to Bree and Vanessa. I've been MIA. That's okay. I hope everything is a good busy, right? Won't be reading the book this month. That's okay. But Abby is a most highly anticipated author for you. Yes, I think you should definitely start with Part of Your World if you've never read any of her books. But yeah, exciting and good to see you. Good morning, Ashley, and good morning, Bethany. Thank you. It's great to be acknowledged. Excited to get back to this book this morning.
You know what'd be kind of funny? So I know it's not in the book, but because you're Jake from State Farm, it'd be kind of funny if I put my name as like Flo from Progressive.
That would be funny.
I don't know. Are there other ones that, like other car companies or insurance companies?
Who's that one guy that has the deep voice? He's from what is it?
Who's the disaster?
Allstate? Are you in good hands?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what his name is, so I don't know if he has a name. He's just that guy. And then there's also, what are the ones that always have all those wild commercials?
They're like the disaster strikes.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, and then technically that one is Mayhem. Like that guy who always gets in the accidents and everything, that's Mayhem. That's his name.
Oh, I want to be that one.
Have a lot of housework to do today, but making time for reading first. Bethany, how far are you? Good morning, Michelle. It is Jake from State Farm. 60% yesterday. I'm excited to keep going. Oh, yay. I have seen the Minecraft movie everywhere. I kind of am like, Adam, should we go see this movie? Even though, like, I've actually heard there's a ton of adults that are going to see this movie. But I'm intrigued. Thank you, Tina. Happy Sunday. Finishing Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. That's okay. That sounds so much fun. Lots of highs. Good morning, Sabrina. I'll be reading Cruel and Unusual. Good morning. Low 4. Okay. Well, you're welcome to message me. I'd love to know your reasoning. I mean, I haven't finished yet, but Kendra, I'm so sorry to hear that. Sending you all the feel better vibes, honestly. Currently reading Egg Hunt. Ooh. Small Favors. It's really good. See, now I'm feeling better. I did my taxes 2 weeks ago, I think, and I thought I was late. So
this is like the first year that I've taken a long time to do them.
Sometimes it happens. I also feel like this year has just been so weird, you know? So also, hi, Ro. I didn't mean to skip your comment. My bad. Oh, are Abby's books on KU?
Oh, nice.
I didn't know that. I've always just bought them, so I have no idea.
Abby.
Is this by, is this an, oh, is this one of the people? One of the,
Emu? This book is not on KU. Not this particular one. Let me see if the others are.
Oh, okay. So this is the emo character, not emu from Liberty Mutual. Liberty Bibberty.
Oh. Okay. Part of Your World, is on KU, and so is Just for the Summer, but not Say You'll Remember Me.
What about Yours Truly? Is Yours Truly on there? You would hope so, because otherwise that'd be weird.
Yours Truly.
The vibes are vibing.
It is not.
Yes, also, this is a great one, Alyssa. How did we not think about the
Gecko? A lizard bith. Can I do a lizard bith, but like from Geico?
Yes, you have to. You have to. And then Bree's just going to be like, what the heck is going on? Thank you guys for all the names. Mayhem is amazing. Truly, the thing that's crazy is because he's getting older, it's like, what happens when he passes away? No one can replace Mayhem. I don't know what will happen. Okay, Bethany's halfway. Perfect. I will make some popcorn. I've never had a Twinkie. Are they good? Okay.
I'm not like, I'm not obsessed with them, but you put one in front of me, I'll might eat it, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, best dessert snack ever.
So I'm not missing out. Got it.
No.
I agree. Jack Black needs to be protected at all costs, honestly. Honestly. I have caramel puff corn. That sounds amazing. Not reading this one yet. That's okay. So I'm waiting for that to come in. I'll be reading Good Girl's Guide to Murder today. Gosh, whoever recommended that book to you, genius. What a smart human. Leaving for Ohio. Oh no. Well, yes. Hopefully you can spend that. I mean, if you can read in the car, you already are winning in life, honestly, but I hope the trip goes well and all of those things. Faith Breaker. Have you read God Killer, Vanessa? Bless you.
I'm currently reading it.
Oh, really? What are you thinking?
I'm not very far. Hold on. I am only on page 14.
And are the vibes? No, I'm kidding. That's like
it's fine so far, but it's just getting into the world building, so I don't have like too many thoughts just yet.
I was genuinely thinking, and this might be unhinged, I was at the bookstore yesterday and I was like, what if I just came here one day and bought all the books that like my friends just like never shut up about and just read them? And I'm like, why don't I just borrow them though? And I'm like, that doesn't seem like good B-roll. Like, you got to really commit.
Well, okay. So I was asking Kyle about this morning, and I'm not saying I'm going to do this. Okay. I'm curious because it just popped in my head. Like, why don't people do this? So I don't know if it's illegal. Don't come for me. Okay. So let's say you go to Target, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how Target sometimes has deals, like if you buy a certain item, you can get a $5 gift card or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the past, they've done things like if you buy a Switch, like a Nintendo Switch, you can get like a $50 gift card. Like we did something like that with an Xbox. So I was like, what if you bought the Switch, you got this like deal, you used the gift card, you know, got yourself whatever you needed, and then you return the item. They don't make you return
this, like you return the Switch?
Yeah, they don't make you return the gift card too.
They would probably take the price out of your return. So like if the Switch is $300 and they gave you that $50 gift card, if you return the Switch because they gave you that promotion, they'd probably only give you $250.
Maybe, yeah.
That's because like I when I worked at Kohl's and you know like people would use coupons or Kohl's Cash or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have to fluctuate and be like, well, we gave you this discount and technically because you know what I mean? So usually there is some little thing in the fine print where it's like if you try to do that, nothing's gonna work out the way.
Right. I was like, well, why don't people do this more often? Now, again, not saying you should do it. I was like, that's very much an a-hole move. But I was just like, I'm sure there's people who try to do something like that, you know, and get themselves free product.
For sure there are people who you know what I mean? Like for sure.
Yeah.
When I worked at Kohl's, they have a yes we can policy. And so for the most part, as long as it's not a big deal, I was supposed to be like, oh yeah, I can do that for you. But it's like, I'd have somebody come up with a Dyson and be like, I saw this was on sale for $100. Ma'am, there's no freaking way.
No.
I love it. Like, that's so cute. You're so creative. Absolutely not. Oh my gosh. So like,
so when we bought our house, it actually came, I don't know if the owners just left it here or it was part of the house, but we have a Dyson because of that. I was like, well, all right, cool.
I love them. I want to get one of the new ones because it has like the light to help me see like pet hair and stuff. It is $700. So it's going to have to wait.
Crazy.
I will wait for a sale. I will wait for somebody being like, I don't want this anymore. And then I'll be like, perfect, come home with me.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, because like it's a vacuum. And don't get me wrong, I love cordless vacuums. I will never go back. $700. I could be a god at a bookstore with $700. So
yes.
Finished Blight. Oh, I said Blight. Blood over Brighthaven. Give it 4. It was like a more digestible Babel. Okay, this is perfect to know because then I need to read both of these. I have Babel. I have no excuse. I'm just scared.
I'm scared of that one.
Right? I might have to cave. Yes, do it. I think you will really enjoy them, truly.
I think so too.
Twinkies are not good, but they're okay. So I missed that one. My bad. Got it. Essay writing. So reading about can. Okay. Welcome in. Good luck with the essay writing. Yes. For anyone who doesn't know, I recommended A Good Girl's Guide to Murder for Jennifer for one of her series on her channel. So if you want to see how it goes, I recommend checking out Jen's channel. I hate when plans and ideas are foiled. My Dyson was a mix of like 3. Yeah. They're amazing. I really, really love them. But yeah, you gotta be ready for that leap. You know what I mean? And then you gotta take good care of it because getting them fixed is almost as expensive as just getting a new one. It's kind of like Apple. You know, if you have like a phone, at that point, you might as well just be like, okay, we're getting a new one. Yikes. Nope. Yeah. I remember when iPhones were like $300 and people were like, oh my gosh. And now they're like, what, $1,200 depending on the day? Like,
yeah.
Oh Oh my gosh. Okay. So we are gonna move over. Look at our little circles. Isn't it? Okay, it's fine. Yeah. But we're gonna hop into a 45-minute sprint, and then I do know Rainey's joining us later, but I don't know when later. So expect other friends. Don't. Oh, you did change it! Yay! Oh, I'm so excited. Elizabeth Beth. I can't say it correctly.
I'm Elizabeth. I wish my name was like Elizabeth now, because then
That would be really funny.
that'd be kind of funny.
To be fair, my name's really not Jake, so it's okay. Not yet. I might change it. You never know. Making my way through Zodiac Academy and doing my tandem read. Is there a tandem read in Zodiac Academy?
Yes. Oh, I was doing research this morning. So there's certain spin-off books that you can read in between or with the main Zodiac Academy books. I was actually trying to plan out the best approach to take with this, because I want to do a read along, but I'm going to make it very much like a semester.
Oh.
So like you're at school.
I'm intrigued. This is interesting. I love a good tandem read. So that always makes me go, what? Hi, Joey. 30% in. Welcome. Okay. We're going to hop in and we'll see you in 45. Oh, it helps if I hit start on the timer. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Feel like that went by so quickly, but let us know what you got up to. I am currently 93% into this book, so I will finish it in the next sprint. Adam thinks it's pure gibberish because I have it at 3 times speed. But yeah, I have thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts, but can't share them here. So, how did you do, Elizabeth?
I am on chapter 26, so I have no idea what percent that is.
You're over halfway.
Yeah. Can you tell me what page it is?
Yeah, so chapter 26 starts on page 210.
210. Okay, perfect. So I can update Goodreads and Storygraph. So I was doing that. I was reading that. And then you remember how I was talking about the Zodiac Academy thing that I'm trying to put together? I started like planning the project out, and it's like really exciting. It's going to be like school, but like not school. Okay, like
fun school.
Yeah. But I put like these fun twists on it, and I think the read along will start this summer. So I was talking about it being like summer, like semesters. So like we'll start in a summer semester as like an orientation kind of thing. So I'm excited.
Adorable. Here's the thing. I have no desire to read Zodiac Academy, but I'm going to hang out and go to school. I'm going to be the kid that goes to school, but I'm like cutting class and I'm not doing the assignments, but I'm there for my friends.
You can do the extracurriculars.
Yeah, like I'll read. Just I'm not gonna live by your rules. I'm that outcast. So every school needs one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. And like nothing makes me happier than when you find a project that just like makes you so excited that like all you want to do is that. It's just so fun.
I know. I'm just like, it's such a big series that I know it's going to take a long time, and that's okay. But
see, but that's why people love these things, right? Because tackling something like that by yourself is really daunting. It's why when I read Throne of Glass for the first time, I buddy read it with some friends and we read it together. And like it didn't make it feel so bad because we were in it together. Whereas like sometimes when you're by yourself, you might be like, I can't do this. And it's like, no, you have all these people that are like, we can do it. We're good. So yeah. And now we're going to school. So it's all good.
Like fun school. Okay.
It's going to be so good. Running to Michael's. Ooh, that's okay. I actually have to go to, I think it's Joann's because ours are like closing.
I think it's a nationwide closure.
So I'm like, yeah, I got to go because like I hear sale and I'm like, let's go. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I need, but I'll find it. Good morning. And look who it is. Rainey will be joining soon. So there you go. Exciting. Hi, Julie. No reading for me this sprint. That's okay. My son is practicing long notes on his saxophone for his rehearsal tonight. Oh my gosh, amazing. I don't have the audiobook for what I'm reading either. You know, that's okay. Hopefully your son is really good at the saxophone. So then this is also not like where you're like, yes, being a parent is fun. I don't know how I have like rewatched some of our band videos from when I was in like middle school and high school. Parents are real MVPs because listening to that for 20 to 30 minutes and having to be like, so good. Yeah, that's a skill. Through chapter 28, finish Small Favors and my section of diamond painting, and I need another cup of coffee. And I'll be starting Finley Donovan Digs Her Own Grave. I think this is the only one I haven't read, but truly, actually, I might not have read Rolls the Dice.
Oh, that one was fun.
I started reading them and was doing really great, and then I fell off, and now I don't know where I am, so it's okay. I do know that they're all just like, you got to distend belief, but they're just like, you sit there and you're just like, oh my gosh, these people are crazy. I love it. Only read chapter 28 and had to stop because the phone call kicked my own. Oh, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, Sarah, right? Yeah, it's just like I guess it's a good thing to have like a trigger warning actually for anyone who is currently reading. Essentially, if you have any issues with people in your life being emotionally or like verbally like manipulative to you or abusive to you, yeah, it brings up feelings for sure.
Right.
It's not like it's bad, but you're just gonna go, oh yeah, memories. Okay.
So I have that to look forward to in like 2 chapters. Great.
Sorry. Working on a grocery order, laundry, then get to taxes for the next sprint to help me. Taxes can't relate.
To each their own.
My taxes were so stressful this year because not only did I have to file as a sole proprietor, like my own business, but then my new bosses didn't know how to do like my taxes. And so actually they messed up some stuff. And then I had to mail in my taxes. So I had to print like a bajillion documents. My printer was like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. And so taxes are never relaxing to me, but I'm glad it's over. I was looking for books for our fantasy prompts. Ooh.
That's another thing on my to-do list today that I was going to look into.
That's exciting. Hello, Brady. Just hopped on right when the sprint just started. Oh, I accidentally summoned a demon boyfriend. Amazing. I don't know how to do that, but I want to learn.
This reminded me of something. So last night, Kyle and I were in bed, like going to sleep and stuff. And we'll talk before we go to bed. And I really don't know how this came up. I can't remember. But he said something about me and Bree being demon women. What?
Oh, also, I just realized too, not to be totally sidetracked, but you said you and Brie, and then I thought of your guys' Discord. I noticed you guys changed your image.
Yes.
I was like, this is not what because I usually have to look through and be like, I know exactly where yours is because of the color. And I'm like, what is this? Who is
we changed our logo.
Yeah.
Because we had a conversation when I was like, oh, it would have been really cute for the thumbnails to put our logos. And Brie was like, okay, we need to like make one. It's been like a year. We're like official now. Okay.
And if anyone's here and has no idea what we're talking about, you can actually join the Hoes for Prose Discord. I have it linked in the description. You should. It's a fun time, honestly. No reading that sprint. I ate breakfast and did some cleaning. I need to clean, but I just want to finish this book first so then I can like read other books. Like then the world is my oyster and I can do whatever I want. Exactly. It's so funny because anyone who knows me knows I am literally such a rule follower that I could never actually be labeled a rebel, but I like to pretend, you know?
It's all fiction anyways.
Exactly. You know? Can't wait to see what you come up with, Elizabeth. It might help keep me motivated to read the series. Made it to 81%. Love Chloe Lease. Love this. I'm really enjoying it. Professor Vanessa Wright.
Y'all are giving me ideas.
Ooh, insanely talented, but long notes are just that, holding the notes for a long. Yeah. Well, I'm so glad he's really good. That's so exciting. I mean, the same thing, like we talked about Vanessa having her really cool projects. It's really cool that your son found something that not only he's good at, but he's passionate about. So excitement all around. Hello, Steph. Will I read today? Who knows? Literally me every day. Says so much about that chapter. Yeah. Pretty straightforward. That's good. That's definitely good. Julie just put out a great video. Oh, let me hold up. Where are tabs?
I have tabs right here as well. Danny Dabbles.
Oh, okay. Give me a second. Un momento, por favor.
I wish that I could like listen to a book and listen to YouTube at the same time.
I'd be unstoppable.
Because I would like to finish this book and then watch some booktube and whatnot.
Okay, so Julie's, I can type Julie's video link. You ever get nervous it's not the right link and you're like, well, it's too late. I sent it into the vortex, so.
Yeah.
Normally I like to double check things, but oh well.
I do that with like, if I'm working on a report and I'm streaming, I have to make sure I'm not copying and pasting what I had copied and pasted in my report because it might contain patient information. I'm like, because that would be really bad.
That would be really bad. Oh gosh. Yeah. And also speaking of Danny and Julie, they're both streaming as well. If anyone is interested in going and saying hi. So just know that's an option. There's also Dee sprinting, Pam is sprinting, Alicia's. The sprints are happening, guys.
That's the sprint be popping.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I also know woodwinds in general. I played the flute, so it's not the same because technically when you have a reed, I just feel like it makes it way more difficult. I've tried the clarinet. All I did was speak.
I played clarinet.
Yeah. I don't have the skill there. So like to me, the flute was very simple. But like, yeah, I feel like saxophone and clarinet did require more skill. So I love it. So Julie's video, Danny's video. I've been browsing the Storygraph challenge. Ooh, that's also a great idea. And definitely watching some vids. Perfect. Okay, well, we are just going to hop in and keep this trucking along. And maybe we will have more friends on the screen. And then we'll have to convince Rainey to change her name too, but to what? I hope she does the emo. I just keep saying emo. I love Liberty Mutual commercials, honestly.
I was trying to think, is there another name that comes up in the book that could potentially be used?
I mean, I don't think we're gonna convince her to use pooter, but
oh my gosh.
But that'd be pretty funny.
Well, I just listened to this one chapter. They were like laying together in bed and they're like, Pooter was at our feet. And I was like, oh my gosh, Pooter.
Just imagine getting that on like a sweatshirt or something. Cause I definitely, but it's like, yeah. Anyways, okay, we'll think of names. If anyone has any fun names, let me know. I lasted maybe 3 weeks on the clarinet in 6th grade. That's okay. That's okay. You get to live your band dreams through him and see the excitement there. I also haven't played flute since like high school. It happens, Okay, so let's get reset up and we'll see you. Oh, hold on. Doug. Is Doug the guy that never knows his lines? Or no, he's the friend, isn't he?
Emo.
No. The emo has a different name.
Yeah, and then it's Doug. Emo.
Adam, no one asked you right now. Okay, you're in. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's the friend.
Yeah.
The guy with the sunglasses. Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious if we could convince Rainey to do that.
Doug.
Doug is funny. Okay, anyways, I got distracted. I blame Adam, but we're gonna get going and we'll see you in 45. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. How did you do on your sprint? I finished, so you'll remember me. I have to think about a rating. I have to think. It is not my favorite. I cannot talk about the ending. Definitely played a part in certain things, but I can't talk about it because it's the ending. But I have to think about where it's going to be in terms of like ranking. And then I went back to the book I've been reading all week, which is Whispers and Wildfire. It is a romantic suspense, and I am almost done with it. I have this much left. So look at me tackling the to-do list, and I did content. Finally, I can start posting on my Instagram like a normal human, and you know what that means? I'm reading, posting normally on Instagram, which means I can finally start working on tackling YouTube again. Who is she? Anyways. Vanessa, tell us the things.
So I didn't get very far in reading because I got really absorbed in my planning. And I'm very, very excited about it because I started putting together like the activities and events portion of the semesters. So yeah, this is like exciting. And I think because I'm making it exciting, it will be easier to chug along in this massive series. There's like 24 books.
That is massive. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see all the things. I hope you send me some stuff because I want to see it. I can keep a secret, you know?
I know you can. Yes. I was also thinking of like who would be good people to enlist. Because I know Rainey expressed some interest in continuing. I don't know if she'd want to do it for the length of time that I have it for. But then I know like Brooklyn has read this series, and I was like, oh, I need Brooklyn's brain because there's things I want to do, but I don't know like the details of stuff. And I also don't want to spoil myself. So I was looking for certain events that could go as an activity, like a themed kind of thing, you know?
Exciting. Look at this. I can't wait. Okay. I love that. I also just love that it's like so much fun because like so much of the things we do, sometimes I feel like it's because we feel like we have to do it. So it's so fun when we find something where we're excited to do it. So yes. Yay. Also wanted to share for everyone who's interested, who needs more recommendations. Mel also posted a video. So, you know what video I'm waiting for? I want the Escape the Readathon announcement. Every day I'm checking.
I can tell you that it is coming this month.
Well, yes, I do know that, but I thought it was supposed to come like the
yesterday.
I'm just anxious, you know, I'm ready.
It's coming very soon. That's what I know.
Anyways, hello, Donna. I need a nap. I feel this. I actually woke up without an alarm today and felt amazing. Okay. I don't know. That's not a real answer. How could you? Man, okay. Hello. Just popping in to say hello. Thank you so much. Okay. We're patiently waiting for Rainey. When will she pop in? That's the question, you know? I did some cleaning and read 4 chapters. Amazing. Okay. 84. Yeah. Right? Lots of, I feel like a lot of the ending is very sad. So, yay. Did I read? Nope. That's sometimes, to me, Sundays are self-care days, right? So if that means you want to sit down, ignore the outside world, and read, do that. If you have to clean because you don't have time to clean other days, do that. You want to watch TV all day? Do that. You want to nap all day? Like whatever that looks like to you, so you have a good Sunday, that's what I support.
You just reminded me that I wanted to buy an egg chair for outside on the top loft patio. And I have not bought one yet just because I'm like super nervous about like buying one and not liking it.
You can return it.
That's going to be a lot.
I mean, it is, but like that's the thing is like I've worked for people before where they bought whole furniture sets and we returned it now. Is it fun? Sure. No, not really. But like, I mean, it's not like you'd be the first person to do it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying you don't know until you do it.
Yeah, and it's like that time of the year where, well, there's pollen everywhere, but it's getting nice outside, and I want to sit outside and read and just like chill and hear birds chirp, all that fun stuff.
Right? I agree. Today, ironically, it's going to be 60 degrees, but then tomorrow we're dropping back into the 30s. And I was like, so I'm not quite at the patio time yet, but I am this close.
Yes.
Hello, Kimberly. So just watched a Project Pan video. Ooh, my meeting on Friday was good. So I am officially onboarding with this author and all that good stuff. I've done about 5 hours of work already in the last 2 days. So, but it's all exciting stuff. Very, very exciting. Yeah, being a caregiver is really hard. My mom wanted to stay home too, and we had to, yeah. So I actually thought the book was gonna hit hard in the dementia areas too, because my grandma was diagnosed with dementia last year. So like, but yeah, it was, you really feel for Samantha, because especially her being kind of the only one that her mom doesn't really recognize. Like, I can't imagine what that feels like. Feeling a lot of empathy for that. Yeah, I think Abby does a great job of having people go through really real life struggles. And I think that's why they hit you so hard emotionally, because whether it's something you deal with or whether it's somebody that like, you can kind of relate to those emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Sabrina made it 90%. Did my PT exercises while listening to Red Seas Under Red Skies. I also want to say, hold on 1 second. Nope, I was wrong. I thought there was a show that also had like a very similar title. I was wrong. Wrong, Tina. Was wrong. Worked on taxes. I hope you get it done in the next sprint. I don't know. When I did it on TurboTax, it was like, oh, you'll do it in 2 hours. And I was like, I did it in less than that. I don't have, like, anytime you give me a like time limit, I'm like, I can beat this. Should you do that for your taxes? Like, try and, I don't know, but I accept the challenge. Drop to the 30s tonight. I did all my planting last week because that is hard, because, you're trying to plan the perfect time to start planting. Yeah, don't love that. Exactly. I think
this says I'm always in a relationship with Abby. Oh my gosh.
I mean, kind of are every year. But I think it's because Abby genuinely, like, if you guys get the chance to meet her, like, she just really gets people. She's somebody who I think connects very easily and has a lot of compassion and empathy. Mm-hmm. And also it's something like, when you think about it, Abby has gone through a lot of things herself. You know what I mean? Like, so I think she just, every project she does, she puts a lot of work and effort into it and consideration. So like, she did thank a bunch of the veterinarians and things that she talked to in this book, because she wants to make sure she's hitting all the boxes. Yeah. I'm debating about what to read next. So we got a thriller.
Ooh, Red Riding Hood.
Or a Red Riding Hood. Ooh.
Vampires.
I would say the covers.
I would say the Red Lily, just because, like, I know I've heard good things about A.R. Torre. I don't know how to say her name.
I'd say Tor maybe, but if the E sound, I don't know.
But like, the Red Riding Hood retelling with vampires sounds really cool.
I will say A Familiar Stranger, I like the cover. I wish I was on that beach. Probably not that beach, because something bad's probably going to happen there. But, by Julia Wolf. I'm trying to find this other book. Julia. Okay, I guess I'm Googling it because Storygraph says, huh? Julia Wolf. Yeah, I actually cannot find this book.
The Red Lily?
It could just be me. Let's be honest. My skills are not great. Is it just me? Can you find it?
Is it Juliet Cross, maybe?
I see Juliet Cross, if that's what you said.
Yes, I see a book called The Red Lily by Juliet Cross, which looks like a vampire. It says, when red falls for the big bad vampire.
I don't know why that just happened, why they switched you. I just work here. So, yeah, I'm gonna assume that's what it was, and that's why we couldn't figure it out. But okay, yeah, that's what it is. No, you're totally fine. I just genuinely was like, I don't know what book you're talking about. Let's see. I mean, The Red Lily is short, so you could probably get that done and then go right over into the thriller, honestly. But let's pause. Hello, Rainy. How are you, my friend? Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it.
Wait. Oh, I was like, wait, what are we laughing at? Oh, I saw the comments earlier, so I changed it.
I love it.
What was I saying? I'm fine. We had church and then grocery shopped, and then I came back and I was like, oh, they must have talked a while because I was expecting them to be in the middle of a sprint, but
I'm not gonna lie, I was patiently waiting to be like, well, Rainy said she's gonna pop in, so but I don't feel like we've been chatting that long. Let me see what the timer says.
no, not on this one, like the last one.
Yeah, who knows? Can't recall. That was a lifetime ago.
Probably.
But I know you had church this morning. What are you doing right now? Are you going to read Say You'll Remember Me, or how are you doing with Rebel Witch? All the things. Tell us.
Well, I didn't finish Rebel Witch, but I put that in my vlog this morning, so because the vlog is out. What was I gonna say? So I didn't finish. I do need to finish it, but I'm not right now. I'm probably just the next sprint I'm just gonna be eating because we just got home, so I haven't eaten and watched BookTube. And then I'll probably get to more of Say You'll Remember Me, but I'm not itching to pick it up, which I feel like is a thing. Also, I just laugh because all my TikToks now, it's like they heard I was reading this. It's all Say You'll Remember Me, and it's all 1-star, 2-star people.
Oh no!
I actually sent Katie one because the one girl was like, "Can we talk about resand in Say You'll Remember Me?" And it was exactly what Katie was saying, so I sent it to you.
Oh, like that was like the only chapter that it came up.
Oh no! Apparently, it comes up a lot more. They talk about Bat Boys later. It comes up again.
It does slow down. Like I'd say it's probably a couple chapters, but for the most part, it's clustered in like the beginning. So like it does mellow out. And again, it's more just like one of those things where it's like, I don't mind pop culture references. I love ACOTAR, right? It's just, to me, it's a lazy way to describe somebody personally.
Well, I just kept watching these and I was like, I can't keep watching these reviews because then I'm going to like see all these things they're saying. But they were just like, someone was like, she should get off of TikTok because she's using too many pop culture references. And I was like, well,
I mean, half of the marketing these days is to appeal to people on TikTok. So
I know,
you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. I wouldn't say that was something that like I factored into my rating.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally get it. But now I'm excited to watch that video. But unfortunately, it's so interesting that you're only getting the 1 and 2 stars. That's weird.
Yeah. Everyone's like, I was so excited for this, and it's a big disappointment.
Oh, I don't think it's a big disappointment. I just don't think it can compare to some of her other books.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Came in the middle, read 11 pages. I'd probably be done, but my ex and I are still technically married. Oh, okay. He wasn't as honest. Oh, gross. Messy. Legend in Baking, a bakery rom-com. Ooh, football players. Hi to Rainy. And look, Rainy's new video for everyone to watch. Because I know I want to see how this goes. So
I read Lights Out.
I know. I saw you talking about it on your stories.
It was a time.
You know, yeah, I heard some of your thoughts about Fred.
I'm fine with Fred. It was just a little repetitive and frustrating.
You didn't like the mommy and daddy.
I'm fine with a good mommy daddy moment. I'm fine with it I'm not fine with it being every page. Like so much. I was just like, dear God, I could be drunk as a skunk listening to this.
I'm on the opposite side where I'm like, ooh, I ate that up. Like, I really liked when they were like, mommy and daddy are going to save you or whatever, Fred, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still really liked it, but that was just like,
Unfortunately, that's also how I talk to Val, where I'm like, oh, mom or my child. So, yeah, I think it's just, like it's a thing that some people do and a thing that some people don't.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah. So, but that's okay. Either way, I'm going to watch the vlog. I love it, actually, when you aren't live, laugh, loving a book. So I'm ready for it, honestly.
I wouldn't say I was not live, laugh, loving it. I was just live, living love, not laugh. I don't know.
Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna watch the video so we all know. Because I've only read Just for the Summer, but I don't give a 1-star review for this book.
I don't either.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's possible that some people, I would say if somebody goes into this thinking it is like a very classic contemporary romance, I could understand where the book really, there is a romance and it is a big part of the book, but for the most part, it really is about their own independent struggles. And I think some people don't like it when characters spend majority of the book apart, personally.
Yeah.
So I do think that can happen. So that's where marketing is really important because, you know, if somebody says it's a romance book and then the characters aren't in a relationship for majority of the book, I'm like, I don't know if you can really call it a romance because they weren't even in a relationship. But that's just, but it depends. That doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to like give it a bad review, but I could definitely understand where people are like, this isn't what I signed up for. But I don't think it's, well, I can tell you right now, it's not a 1 for me. It's not a 2. It's somewhere, I'd say, between a 3 and a 4. It's in that realm. But we are going to hop in. Let me do math. Yeah, we should be able to do 2 more sprints. Our last one will be a little bit shorter. So let's reset. And we'll see you in 45. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. That sprint was crazy fast. Maybe just me. I don't know. But I ate lunch. I was almost going to say late lunch, but it's literally noon here. So I don't know what gibberish I'm talking about. I have 40 minutes left of this, and things are intense right now, for sure. Definitely intense. And yeah, that's really it. And then the next thing you know, I looked up and I was like, oh, okay, we're back. So, Rainy, are you good to chat, or do you want me to go to Vanessa?
No, I'm fine now. I was finishing the chapter. I had like a page left. So
Oh, okay.
Finished. I listened to some booktube and then read. So I got to chapter 24. So this is I'm 54% in, and I am a little annoyed.
Okay.
I can, suspend disbelief for a lot of things about relationships. I can, but the coming when not asked and I can't.
Oh, I know what you're at.
I can't, and I that just rubbed me the wrong way.
Is this the conference?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just like, yeah, no, those are mommies. I will give you, go get yours out of your room. There's a whole thing in your room. Yeah, I read that and the whole scene, and I was like, if that was me, would feel like I was being stalked by a man. But that's just me. So I don't know.
I did talk a little bit before about how I feel like Xavier kind of like blurs the line between like if he wanted to, he would, versus like also like I think the part that's hard for me is they had one date.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they're like obsessed. I'm not a big like insta-lovey person. Like I think you can have a connection, right?
Yeah.
But would I spend $500+ to go to California to maybe see this person? I mean, probably not.
I know where this is gonna go. I'm like, in regard to like where she is and where he is, and I'm just like, from one date, I cannot imagine giving everything up for a person.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't. So I'm just struggling with this one. I mean, it's easy to read and I'm like having a good time, but like I'm annoyed.
No, I think that's totally fair. And I think it'd be different if actually, I don't know exactly. I can't even talk about it because technically that could be a spoiler to anyone. So never mind. I'm going to resend my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you did for that sprint. You got to that chapter.
Yes.
Perfect. Vanessa?
I am at the top of chapter 32. And I did encounter the phone call and the hot car, and that's it.
Wait, how far are you, Katie?
I finished.
Done.
Oh, you finished? When?
Yeah. Like 2 sprints ago. I'm finishing this now.
Oh, did you read it more yesterday?
No, I started it a little bit this morning before we got started, and then I had it at 3 times speed. So
well, I mean, I'm listening at 3 times speed.
Yeah.
I'm reading it. I'm at 3.5, but
yeah. So no,
okay.
I mean, it's not like it's a long book, so it does go by pretty fast. So
I do want to finish it on these sprints today, and I think I will. I only have like 150 pages. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom said maybe I can visit my grandma too.
I did not say that, but okay, cool. All right, anyway. Okay.
So the real goal here would be to get Bree to finish the damn book, because Bree hasn't even finished our book from last month.
Yeah.
I kind of want to make it a habit of actually just finishing the book, like our book, in the sprints if I can, just because then I don't keep reading it right after. I get caught up in other blogs and other videos and things, and then it gets left behind. And so I'm like, no, you're finishing this weekend. But I don't foresee that for Heavenly Bodies because that book is so huge. I'll at least make a good dent.
Yeah, see, we're spoiled this weekend because like we did it a whole weekend, whereas normally we only do it on Saturday, and that's you know what I mean. So because Sundays are just harder for you know what I mean. So it's not like we can do a whole weekend once a month, but usually if it's a bigger book, I usually start it the night before, but we'll see what happens.
I probably am gonna have to start the week of, honestly. If I know sprints are coming and it's a big book, I'm just gonna be like, well, I'm starting today, friends.
Well, and we picked our week too, so it's like boom, we already know.
Yeah, so no.
Look at us.
What's your guys' book for May? Vanessa.
Oh, sorry. It took me a second to realize what you asked. It's The Whispering Dead, which is the first book in that Darcy Coates Graveyard Keeper series.
Oh, okay.
And the reason it is that is because I got the 5th book on NetGalley for an ARC. Didn't say anywhere that it was the 5th book in the damn series.
Oh.
And then someone's like, Vanessa, you know that's the series? And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, when I looked on Goodreads, it didn't come up initially as part of the series.
I hate when that happens.
Now it's fixed. So I was like, well, I'm reading that whole series next month.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That stinks.
I've requested a 3rd book and gotten approved, and then I was like, oops.
I've never read a Darcy Coates. I think I tried one time and it was just like a cozy horror and it wasn't really my vibe. But then people were like, oh, you should try Voices in the Snow. And I was like, maybe one day I'll try that. But I'm not itching to try that.
I think Lexi read The Whispering Dead or the 2nd book or something during Realmathon, and then more recently, I feel like somebody else read The Whispering Dead as well, like maybe Mel or Cassidy or somebody.
Every time you say The Whispering, I really think you're going to say The Whispering Eye, like from Role Models, like every single time.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, don't look that up.
Now I'm gonna look it up.
I will not look it up. No, I don't know. Well,
okay. So Bethany finished the book, cried, teared up really. I never cry for books, but this one spoke to lived experiences for me. Not lower than 4.5. I'm glad you loved it.
Nice.
Look who it is. It's Bree. Just finished lunch. Got to head home soon. Hopefully we'll make it in time to join. That's okay. We're going to do one more short sprint, probably like a half hour. I don't know.
Bree, you going to finish the book?
Yeah, well, I'm sure she's
How far is Bree?
I don't remember where she stopped yesterday.
Okay, I'm going to finish this. I just got powered through. This is getting finished today.
I think she's at least at chapter 12 or something.
I thought she made it to 16 yesterday, but maybe I'm delusional.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Same. If I don't write it down, it doesn't exist to me.
Wait, but Katie, if you don't rate books, or at least it takes you forever, you don't have a rating for this one, do you?
First of all, you're not wrong, so I won't say how dare you.
You said that yesterday.
Because it's one of those things where it's like I don't try to rate initially because like then it's all based on like my first reaction.
Yeah.
So and I can be very harsh when I'm like finished, where I'm like, oh, that book. To me, I said a little bit earlier in the last sprint that I think it's between a 3 and a 4. It's somewhere in there, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not a book that I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is the best Abby book. You have to read this. This is so good. I think for people who even like it's even hard to be like, if you love animals, read this book, because it's like, even though I know Abby loves animals, it's like this was like
That's hard.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know about that. So it's just one of those things where it's like I do think it's still a good Abby book. But it's not one that I feel like I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, I want to reread this. Oh, yeah, read that book.
I'm at the point you're at, Katie. Like, I mean, I'm only, 50, 60-something% in. And I'm like, oh, it's probably like 3.5, 4. Like, it's not bad, but it's not like, oh, my gosh, like, I love this so much.
It doesn't feel like First Time Caller, which I read last week. And that book was so good.
I'm so excited.
That didn't get a 5 either, though. But that was only because, like, it just didn't give me the 5-star feelings. But, like, there was literally nothing wrong with that book. That was, like, the perfect rom-com.
Speaking of, isn't that Katie's membership book club?
Yes. We're doing First Time Caller this month. And then next month we're doing Firebird.
I saw that. And Lincoln, stop kicking me or you're going to get in trouble. Okay. What was I saying? Get out of the picture for a minute.
We're talking about Firebird.
You're making me lose my marbles. Anyway, what was I saying?
Firebird.
Oh, yes. First Time Caller is great. So I hope you love it. It really is. It's so good. And then Firebird, I would love to just get my Fairy Loot edition.
You still haven't gotten it?
No. And I emailed them last week and they said they'd get back to me in 2 to 4 days. And it's been a week.
Have you checked the shipping like online?
Yes, and it still says that it hasn't sent.
This is the book you did not like, Rainy, but I got this Aurora crate version.
Oh, nice.
It's so cute.
That is pretty. But wait. She put it away already.
I tried to make you big and instead I just made everything a disaster. Pretty.
No, they emailed me on March 4th saying that it was going to ship soon. And then normally they email me again saying when it's shipped, and they never did. So then I went on Fairloot and checked. Oh, look.
I figured it out.
I went on Fairloot and checked, and it's still
Did they lose it?
I don't know, but they're not answering me, and I'm getting mad. I'm like, I've already paid for April's book too, and I don't have
threatening. I'd be like, look, I'm about to quit your subscription service if you can't get it together.
Yeah, I know. I'm
They
gonna
don't care
email them
about
again
that.
and say, well, I am gonna email them again and say, okay, I've paid for April and I still haven't gotten March's. Like, I need you to answer me, or you're refunding me for 2 months.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like my book.
I agree. I do feel like sometimes mine takes a while. Like I remember I've looked before being like, oh, I think it hasn't come. But I'm also notorious for not knowing
It
when.
never does, though. It always is quick. It always comes quick for me. So I'm just like, what the hell? Where? And everyone else has their book. Everyone has their book but me.
Okay, Sarah finished her taxes. Got to get lunch and see the movie. I hope you love it. Had some lunch and got to page 244. Amazing. Assassin's Apprentice, 31%. Finished. Yay, Sabrina. 21 pages, made kiddo lunch. Yeah, exactly. Like usually I can tell when a 5-star is a 5-star. That doesn't change. But everything else is like wishy-washy. I definitely would be cautious about who I'd for sure. It definitely does. It had more triggers than I feel like some of her other books.
Yes.
Made it to 42%. Amazing. Okay. We're gonna do Hi Val. Yes, the people see you. Goodness gracious. Okay. We are gonna do a short sprint, probably we'll say 30 minutes, which I don't even know the last time I've done a 30-minute sprint in my life. But we'll do one final sprint. Let me turn on the banner and not spoilers. And then we will make sure that this is connected to Bree's sprints, but then I will also make sure I put the link in the chat as well in case people are like, no, give me the link, please and thank you. But we'll be back for one little chatty bit, and we'll see you in 30 minutes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. That was our final sprint here on my channel, but we are going to be transitioning and heading over to Bree's channel next to keep these things chugging along. So we're just going to do a quick check-in, and then we'll end early, probably a little bit early, and then you guys can get a snack, go to the bathroom, stretch, open a window, whatever you want to do in your in-between time. I didn't read. I am currently working on updating and doing some work type things, but Rainy, I'm assuming, oh, yep, okay, we're moving on to Vanessa. Vanessa, how did your sprint go?
So I'm on chapter 35
Okay, you're getting there.
with Grandma,
Mm-hmm.
and then working on my document.
Which I'm excited to see. I'm not going to lie to you. When you first said that, I thought you were saying you could see the document I was working on. I was like, oh, snap.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought you were saying like everyone on stream could see it. I'm like, what StreamYard glitch?
sorry.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
fine. My brain just doesn't always read things correctly, you know? So it's totally good. But I'm excited to see it.
Sorry, once again, I was trying to finish a chapter.
You're good.
So
You're good.
I got to chapter 32. So
Ooh,
I'm
okay.
there. I have many thoughts that are not good. Let's just say one hot car. There's too much animal things in this book. I don't understand why we have to have so many animal things. I don't
Yeah.
understand. And I don't necessarily think I know there's mention about it in the note, but I don't think there's enough. But can you hush, please? Let me talk. No, I'm done with being a parent today. Anyway, it's been one of those days. And then the other thing, I'm just gonna say I'll pray for you. I'm very mad.
At me?
Fair.
I just feel like it's feeding a stereotype, and I'm annoyed.
Why at me?
So.
The book.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm mad at both of you.
I also agree that I don't think there was enough of a warning. I thought because the book started out the way it did, and then we knew stuff was going to happen with Winnie, I definitely
That was it.
yeah, which I mean already was a lot, right? But that's why I had to mess you guys too, where I was like, if there's more, like I don't know what I'll do, because don't get me wrong, does this stuff happen? Oh my god, I get distraught when I see hot car stuff. I literally will, like, I've contacted police before,
Yeah, I have before.
because it just, and I did an experiment with the kids once where, because like they were trying to understand, they were like, well, why is that bad? And I'm like, okay, let's do a game. Like, it's 80 degrees today. Let's roll down our windows just a crack, and we're going to sit in here. And you tell me when you've had enough. You know what I mean? And so, like, so they can understand, like, it's not, it's just.
And put a sweater on.
Yeah. So I just,
Get off my chair.
yeah, it was a lot. But, yeah, so I feel that. I also agree. So.
Yeah, I just be struggling. It's fine. I'm fine. It's
It
fine.
definitely didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. I thought we were all going to be like sad, but like happy. So
It's just in the middle right now. It's sitting
Yeah.
at 3, maybe 3.5, which is sad. So
they can't all be winners, though. You know what I mean?
no, we cannot talk.
Yeah. I'm reading Strike a Chord, 4th and final book. Ooh, lots of highs. Made it 62%. 21 pages. Some more highs.
Okay, he has to say something, or else he's gonna bother me this whole sprint.
Tell us, Lincoln.
What the thing I was doing was making comics.
Tell him he's got to get closer to the microphone. I have no idea what he
No
said.
one heard you. Get closer.
My thing I was doing was making comics.
Making comments.
Comics.
Oh, comics. Ooh, what kind of comics?
Like I made just one. I made a robot one.
Ooh.
Ooh, good versus bad.
Yes. There you go. We're working on comics. Okay. Thanks for coming to my
Thanks
tent.
for
It looks
sharing,
really
Lincoln.
good. Updated all trackers and picked up my next read, which will be Gold, the Raven Kennedy one, I'm assuming.
Oh, nice.
Lots of hello. Exactly.
I
I don't even have an excuse. I have no kids.
can't. I can't today. I've used it all already before 2:00 p.m.
Yes, unfortunately, that is what a hawk. I'm so sorry. But I also feel like you should be aware that, like, Yes. You know? But here's what I will say. And if nobody wants to know, like, you can plug your ears or mute me or leave, whatever you want. It does work out fine.
Yeah.
But I still just don't think I need to experience it.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna say one more thing, and I really will lose it if it goes this way. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but
Put it in the private chat.
I'll
tell you.
I'll put it in the private chat, and if it goes that way, I might be done. I will be done. Please tell me that's not where we're going. Please tell me that's not.
Not technically.
What do you mean, not technically?
I'm at that part right now. Well, I like just passed that.
Oh.
We talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we go off screen.
No.
Jennifer, here's the thing. Message me if you want to, if you have questions, and I can kind of help you navigate whether or not you want to skip. I probably would have skipped this book if somebody else would have read it and told me all the things that happened.
Yeah.
Not because it's a bad book, but emotionally, I'm just not. That's not stuff I want to read about. I don't know what a VILF is. Somebody explain this to me.
Vet. I'd like
to. Ashley, thank you so much. I was like, VCR, video, blog.
If I read this and I was like, I looked over and I was like, VILF. I'm literally on that line. Yeah, he became like the TikTok.
Wait, there's TikTok VILF stuff in this?
They mention it. Yeah, because he becomes, after that incident, he becomes super popular because of that. And people are like rating his vet practice higher. And they're calling him the VILF.
Oh, yeah. You see, I lost it. Forgot to set a timer. Bethany, you know what? It happens to the best of us. At least it didn't burn. You're so right. Coffee Ivy. Yeah, they absolutely destroy me, and they're so avoidable. He's a vet.
This one was a good story.
I did expect animal stuff as well, but like knowing how much Abby loves her dogs, I didn't expect that.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it might. We can talk about it, but like you probably just shouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't read this.
Yeah, it's not like a one-time, one scene kind of thing. It just in passing or off page. It's like
it's mentioned a couple times.
Multiple things, yeah.
And they're like, I mean, all I'll say is like the Winnie thing, like what was brought, that was bad. That was
really the worst. Phone call continue. I was like, okay.
Yeah. But anyways, friends, okay, here's the thing. We are still going to hop over to Bree's channel. This is going to keep going. We're not going to focus on the sad. Make sure you watch Rainey's new video. Make sure you are subscribed to Vanessa for a lot of fun, exciting announcements and things coming. And, so you can follow along with this project. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to be that person that's like, oh, I didn't get to sign up immediately.
Wait, which project?
Go look at the private chat.
Okay, no, it just says congrats to you. There's nothing else there.
Really?
Because I entered after they were written.
Oh, well, then we'll talk off once we get off camera.
Right.
Yeah. It's not a secret. We'll tell you. It's okay. I understand. Yeah. I mean, then you'd probably be fine. Maybe. Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you over on Bree's channel, okay? All right. Bye.
So big.